Hi, you guys. Hey, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Go Getters Midday Session with Coach Sheréa Bejan. I am Coach Sheréa Bejan. I'm the author of the Ultimate Goals Handbook, the co-founder of the Goal Setters Club, publisher of the Goals magazine. So it is safe to say you're in the right place. Our goal is to help you stay motivated during the week um, or during the year. You know, a lot of times we are. Sorry about my camera. A lot of times we are doing if you're doing a vision board, you know, we create a vision board every year at the end of the year. Um, you're creating your vision board, you're writing out your goals. We are new year, new me. And then by February, everybody out. And so I wanted to be the accountability that you need throughout the year. So we are going to get started. I am going to try to fix my camera. Give me a second. All right, there we go. All right, so we are going to get into our topic of today. And because it's Wednesday, what I try to do is go through the Goal Getters weekly newsletter for those of you who are not getting that in your inbox. And we're just going to go through it together. And I literally just print it out and going through it with you. There's we spend a lot of time putting this newsletter together, and it's packed with info that'll help you take your goals to the next level. So I'm going to pull up the graphics on the screen here. Give me a second. Thank you guys for joining me. And let me switch over real quick. Technology, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. All right, give me a second, guys. If you have questions while I'm getting there we go. All right, so yeah, make sure you're subscribed to the Goal Getters weekly newsletter. The link is bit.ly/Goal Getters Digest, and that comes to your inbox every Wednesday. And so I'm gonna go through it, and I'm trying to go slower because you guys know I be talking fast. So I'm going to try to go a little bit slower. So this week we're focusing on a key principle of effective goal setting, which is balance. And if you know me, you know the whole goals handbook is about balance. And so while ambition is great, success, in my opinion, doesn't come from excelling in just one area of your life. It comes from creating harmony between personal, professional, health, and financial goals. And I know there's a debate out there. I know, there's some people who don't believe in work-life balance. There's some people that believe that you can't balance. There's no way. And I feel like in some areas I may take a hit because I try to remain balanced. I try to keep that foundation. And so there are times when in life we choose whether we want to go 100% in on something or we want to try to make it to our kids' basketball game. And if you make it to that basketball game, you might lose a sale, or you might lose a client, or you might lose income, but you won't lose that relationship with your kids. So sometimes there's things we choose, and the balance. I recommend choosing balance all the time. So when we focus on too much on one area, we risk neglecting other important areas of our lives. So this week, let's make sure our goals are well-rounded and aligned with the life we truly want. And again, if you're going through the handbook, then we have the categories in 12 areas. And so we focus on one area per month, but we have routines throughout the week that help us stay focused. And so for the month of January, we focused on our health and fitness. We created routines that brought us into February. February, we worked on our relationship goals while building. So we're still, hey, you're still working out on Monday. You're still doing this on Wednesday. You're still going to the gym on Friday. But now you're incorporating your relationship goals. And as you have your relationship goals, you create routines, just like brushing your teeth. And in March, we're going to go into money. It's going to be Money March. We're going to focus on our money. Let me see if there's any comments. All right. Let me check the chat really quick before I move on. Oh, am I stuck? All right, let me check the chat real quick, guys. Okay, so yeah, so just stay in balance. If you didn't get that message from me, that's what I'm saying, stay balanced. So now we're gonna go into the reflect and reset portion of the newsletter, where if you don't design, and this is one of my favorite quotes from Jim Rohn, if you don't design your own life plan, chances are you fall into someone else's plan. And guess what they have planned for you? Not much. So pretty much, if you're not planning out your life, somebody else is planning out your life for you that's going to benefit them, and they're not thinking about you. They're not adding in what you want, what you like, your goals, your aspirations, your dreams, your vision. They're trying to get you to do what they need. And most of that is like when you're working some 9-to-5 jobs, they're not asking you what your goals are. They're telling you what the company goals are and why we hired you to fill those. So it is our responsibility to make sure we design our plan as much as we can. Because if you're a believer, you know God's plan for you, you only can plan so much because he's already had that plan for you. And so I used to think, I used to work. I was that one that came to your house and you invited me for dinner. I brought my laptop. I brought everything, and I'm still working in the background because I'm trying to get to the bag, but that's not my life. That's not my life anymore. My life is trying to be focused, making sure I'm spending time with the people that I need to spend time with, and then balancing out my business with my personal life. Okay, so this week, I would like you to take a moment to evaluate where you are and focus your time and energy. Are you prioritizing all the things that truly matter? And inside of your Ultimate Goals Handbook on page 75, hopefully you can see that. 75 is a life wheel. And so that life wheel, that's what we incorporated this year. You're going to go through that life wheel and you're going to put where you think you are from 1 to 10, where you think you are in your relationships, where you think you are with your finances, where you think you are with your giving goals, where you think you are with your personal development, where you think you are with your personal development. And so as you put where you are from 1 to 10, you're going to take it and you're going to make a circle. And that circle will let you know how balanced you are in your life. And that was the first thing I did when I bought my first planner, I think back in, I want to say 99, the Zig Ziglar planner, where I first heard about the life wheel. And that life wheel will put you in check. It'll say, hey, things aren't as in order as you think they are. And you find this happens, someone had told me a story, and I have to be careful because they might be on here. Someone had told me a story about their dad who worked, who had a lot of money, who did all the right things, the 401k plan, the home ownership, the cars, but then later got sick. And so now they're in a place where they can't enjoy any of that, and they can't even travel. So now they have the money, but they don't have the time, they don't have the health, they don't have the energy because they don't have the relationships. So all the relationships that they had, they no longer have. And so you do want to create balance. Let me, for some reason, let's see. So our quotes of the week is success is not just about making money, it's about making a difference. I'm going to read that again for the people in the back. Success is not just about making money, it's about making a difference. And so hopefully throughout this week, you'll also be considering how are you making a difference, not just in your life, but in the lives of others, the lives of people who are around you. All right, so that is our quote of the week. Our question of the week: which area of your life needs more attention right now? And what small step can you take to create balance? How can you create balance in your life? You don't want your body to tell you when it's time to shut down, because it will. You don't want life to tell you when it's time to shut down. So take the opportunity now while you can, to plan and make space for the things that you need to make space for. There's a comment: Kingdom Life Clothing. Yep, helping them to achieve their goals. All right, so Coach's Corner. So we're going to move on to Coach's Corner. So I'm going to give you some ways to create balance in your goals. So to build a fulfilling life, your goals should be well-rounded and cover areas that impact your overall well-being. And so again, we talked about that. That's how the handbook is set up. So you want to assess your current focus. Are you dedicating all your energy to work, but neglecting your personal time? Are your health and wellness taking a backseat to your career? And I've seen it happen working in the sales industry, seeing, salespeople eating candy, drinking a lot of energy drinks, drinking a lot of coffee, trying to stay awake, trying to stay into the office until that last call is made. No vitamins, no water, no exercise. Tell my wife I'll call her later. Tell my husband I'll call him later because I'm getting to the bag. And it's okay to get to the bag, but you also can balance that. You can have a salad at your desk. You can say, hey, let me set a timer real quick. And in between calls, let me take my vitamins. Let me get up and walk. Because a lot of times, I remember when I first started at a particular job, I was like 160 pounds. And by the time I left, I was 210. Easy, because people were bringing us gift baskets and they were bringing us cake and cookies, and you were sitting and you're on the phone. And so just making it, you just get so involved. Hey, get up, walk around. So there's ways you can balance it out. And it's kind of hard when you're in an environment that supports that activity, but you have to be the change. You have to be the difference that you want to see. Set goals in key areas of your life. So we talked about that: career and business, your personal development, your leadership, your health and wellness, nutrition, your exercise, your mental health. That's probably most important right now, your mental health, your finances, are you saving? Are you investing? Are you budgeting? Your relationships, your relationships with your family, your friends, your networking, your personal development. What are you learning? What are you reading? Your hobbies, your self-care, spiritual, your giving. How are you showing up in your faith community? How are you showing up in service? How are you showing up with gratitude? And I know even me saying that sounds like a lot, but life is a lot. Everyday life is a lot, especially if you have kids. They have school, you have work, you have dinner, you have bills, you have car payments. So as you maneuver through those things, make sure that you are taking care of yourself, and then your kids see that you prioritize yourself and your goals, right? Prioritize without overloading. You don't have to set huge goals in every area at once. Start with small, manageable steps in each category. And so in your handbook, there's a space that you have routines. So every week you have a routine. So whether it's your health and fitness, you're saying, okay, I got Walk It Out Wednesday. I got Finance Friday. I got Fitness Friday. I have Water Wednesday. I have Marriage Monday. I have Giving Tuesday. So when you put those routines into place and you start using those as just like brushing your teeth, and then you create that balance for yourself. But you have to plan it. And I know initially, even me talking could be overwhelming. Oh, I ain't got time for that. But I tell you what, you're going to have time for it if you start holding your heart, or if you start getting dehydrated, or if you can't walk up the stairs, or if you can't get out the bed. Now you're going to make time for it. And so here's the time to say, How can I prioritize my health now so it doesn't affect me in the future? Because what's going to happen is you spend this time not spending that time with your kids, and now you're getting older and your kids are taking care of you because you didn't take care of yourself. And so it just becomes a ripple effect. And so it can be done. So I just want to encourage you, and it is a lot of work, but I want to encourage you to take some time and spend the time on yourself. Maybe spend a Saturday. Hey, every Saturday for an hour, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to spend an hour planning out my week. I'm going to spend an hour planning out my health plan. I'm going to spend an hour planning out my meal plan. I'm going to spend an hour planning out my exercise. I'm going to get my clothes ready. So get ready for the weekend so you can have a balanced week, right? Let's see. Create a weekly check-in routine. Take the time at the end of the week to assess progress and make adjustments where needed. We have, let's see if I have it. If you don't have Move the Needle, this is really good. I think it's about $6 or $7 on Amazon. It's Move the Needle, and it's shift from volume to value in 30 days. And so with this booklet, let me see if I have the QR code. This is something you can, do I have the QR code? Yeah. So with Move the Needle, there's 5 spaces where you can track your activities. So there's 5 personal and there's 5 business. And this is something, if you're just now getting started with goal setting and maybe the Ultimate Handbook is too much or it's a lot or it's overwhelming, you want to start with Move the Needle. You can keep it in your purse, you can keep it in your backpack, and it's a way to write 5 activities that's going to move the needle for you in the next 30 days. And you just stay focused on that. Maybe that is, I need to drink a green smoothie every day. I need to exercise 30 minutes every day. I need to spend time with my kids for 30 minutes every day because that's going to move the needle for me. I need to post on social media every day because that's going to move the needle on my business. And so when you do that, you're going to see the progress. And when you have that progress happening, it builds momentum. It builds confidence. And then I'm also going to put up the Ultimate Goals Handbook as well. All right, so that's the Ultimate Goals Handbook. So for those of you who are watching and you don't have the Ultimate Goals Handbook, this is the only handbook you need to reach your goals. There's tips, there's resources, and everything's divided into 12 categories. All right. That's the only thing when I show things, my camera gets messed up. So I'm gonna fix my camera real quick. All right. So create a weekly check-in routine. Take time at the end of the week to assess your progress. Give yourself grace. Balance isn't about perfection. It's about adjusting as you grow. And so this week you want to challenge yourself to revisit your goals and ensure they align with the life you truly want. A lot of times we are still reaching goals that are not the goals that we want to reach for ourselves. It's just something that sounds good, or goals that our parents have for us, but make sure we're reassessing and making sure our goals are aligned with the life we want to live. All right, and so now we're going into our weekly to-do list. All right. Give me a second, guys. Let me check the chat and see if there's any questions. No questions right now. So Coach Sheréa's weekly to-do list. Watch a TED Talk or video on work-life balance and goal setting. Read The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey to learn about prioritizing and balance. Write down your current goals and check to see if they address different areas of your life. And again, if you're using the handbook, you're already choosing balance. Let's see. Plan. Choose one area of your life that needs more attention and set a mini goal for it. So maybe this week you've been working really hard. Maybe this week you've been in the office, and now you know and you need to get out the office. You need to take a walk. You need to drink some water. You need to get on a treadmill. Choose in one area of your life that needs more attention right now. Explore. Explore a time management or goal tracking tool to help stay balanced, like Notion or Trello. So one thing for me, for water, I have a water tracker app on my phone, and every hour it goes off to remind me to drink water. And so, yeah, it may seem a little excessive. It may seem a little excessive, but if that's what you need, that's what you need. You might need to set up water bottles throughout our house if you're not a water drinker. So whatever it takes to get you back on track, you want to do that. And then again, buy the Ultimate Goals Handbook, your life goal to setting balance and achieving goals. All right, so we're going to move on to the next topic here. Our next topic is this week's challenge. As I wait for the computer. So this week's challenge, like we said, pick one life area that needs more attention and take action. So if you've been focusing too much on work, spend your extra time with your family. If your health has been neglected, schedule time for exercise. Balance starts with small intentional steps. So that is your challenge this week. Find an area that needs more attention and give it that attention that it needs. My slides and slides. So our quick win of the week. If a task takes less than a minute, do it immediately. This simple habit helps you stay productive and avoid unnecessary stress. So that is your quick win of the week, the 1 minute rule. Grab you a timer and say, hey, I'm going to do this in 1 minute. Or maybe, get your timer. Maybe you need to call people. Maybe you call 10 people and you don't have a lot of time. Set the timer, say, hey, I have a quick minute before I get in the shower. I just want to call you, see how you're doing. If you need anything and it needs to be more extensive, go ahead and send me a text. And I'll get back to you more during the week. Hey, Mom, I just called real quick for a minute. I'm about to head out, but I want to talk to you before I get in the car. Hey, sis, I just want to give you a call real quick. I'm headed on a quick call, but I want to call you before. So maybe you need to set a 1 minute timer if you need, because this month, we're working on our relationship goals, right? And then let's see, our goal tip of the week. I don't have my goal tip up here. Let's see. I know our goal tip was count the cost. I went through it yesterday. So let's see. I just want to say it right. So our goal tip of the week is count the cost. To reach your goals, there are some things you may have to give up. You may have to give up your hobbies, your favorite foods, or whatever the specific case is for you. Are you willing to do that? I did an extensive video on that yesterday, on Tuesday. So go back and watch that one called Count the Cost. All right. So that is all I have for you guys today. A truly successful life is one that includes growth in all areas. So this week, take time to make sure your goals align with the bigger picture of your life. You deserve success in every aspect of your life, not just one. All right. So if you enjoyed this week's newsletter, if it added value to you, share it with your friends and family. Encourage them to sign up for their own newsletter and go ahead and scan the QR code. We also do an audio version. So at the end of this, I go ahead and record it live, and it's available on your Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to your podcast at. All right, you guys. Well, thanks for joining me today for another episode of the Goal Getters Midday Session. And I will see you. I'm going to put up the QR code for the book. Also, our Goal School community. If you are looking for, let me put some of this up real quick. If you are looking for accountability, This is my new virtual home, the Go School community. So go ahead, it's free to join. I'm also going to put up the Ultimate Goals Handbook. The Ultimate Goals Handbook. And then last, the Goals Magazine. If you don't have your copy of the Goals Magazine, you can read it live online. You can also download a PDF copy. All right, you guys. All right, well, have a good day. Today is what? Wednesday? It's hump day.